Welcome to season 3 of On the Spot.
In season 2 of the show, my guest, who is an Afro Fusion chef, a musician, and an author, launched her book, the Renata Afro Fusion Cuisine Cookbook, alongside her friend Marima, who is the maker of Sierra Leone wines, the Vino Marie wines. Well, she launched this last year, and since then, a lot has happened. Well, I've come to Brussels, Belgium to catch up with my guest to know what she's been up to up until now. For example, there's been an outbreak of COVID-19 and the Ukrainian and Russian war. So what has she been up to? She's gonna be giving us all the details alongside her upcoming book, which would be for people like me who are looking to transition to a plant-based diet. This is On the Spot. My name is Stella in Brussels, Belgium. Welcome to the show. Let's go. Hi, Renata.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It is so wonderful seeing you.
Wow. My God, it's been almost 3 years.
It has, yeah. COVID happened.
Yes,
and everybody went on a lockdown.
Oh, you were looking good.
Thank you.
Well, like always.
I had to come and see you and find out
I'm so happy.
what is going on with you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my guest, Renata Mang-Kaprr kamara, and she is the brain, the beauty behind Renata Afro Fusion Cuisine.
Thank you, Stella. Thank you.
She's a bundle of so many things. So it's wonderful seeing you. I know the last time we spoke, we were going through your book launch and wine tasting from Marima's wine, which is beautiful. Vino Marie. Yes. And so I'm here to find out what's happened with you. What's the update? I mean, we all know the world has seen some really crazy stuff of late, from COVID-19 to a war. So we're hoping that there's good news with you. And I know that there's definitely one good news.
For me, there's always good news anyways, because whatever situation happens, I always turn it into the positive. So,
of course, I'm in your kitchen, and I see
in my kitchen. But guess what?
Tell me.
Going back to that question you're talking about, this new, I've got a new concept I've been doing now. During the COVID, I was writing an Afro Vegan book.
Okay.
Yes, which is African ingredients, plant-based, basically. So today, I'm going to be showing you 4 different recipes which are going to be in the book.
So yes, Afro Fusion vegan food. First of all, as we're going through this, why vegan? Why a vegan cookbook? Why?
Well, now, basically...
So as you're running through...
Yes, okay.
You're running through, why vegan?
Why vegan? Why not vegan? First of all, we're saving the planet. One, big number one. And second, we want to change our lifestyles as well. And in Africa, we have so many grains, vegetables.
So I know there's a difference between being a vegan and being vegetarian. But anyway, I know that for a year or two now, I have not eaten, well, I don't eat beef because I'm gradually trying to cut off.
Well, I've cut off beef as well,
I do chicken. Very soon I'm cutting that off, and then we'll jump into fish. So I see we have something here. And
yes.
So what is all this here?
Okay. Let me run that through you quickly. So this is, this actually I discovered it. My cousin came visiting from England. And she introduced me to this.
What leaf is this?
Leaf. Basically.
This is everywhere in Sierra Leone.
And this is melon seeds, African melon seed, egusi. And this, I did a special drink for you. This is all plant-based, by the way, so everybody remember, Afro Vegan. So I've got B-sap, which is African hibiscus, basically.
Yes.
So I made that into a drink for you, which is cooling down in the fridge.
Okay.
And I used vanilla pods from Madagascar. Yes.
Nice.
So and then I added some lemon into it from
to give it different
flavor to fuse the flavors together.
Okay.
My lemon is from Senegal. So this is grounded egusi blended.
This is
palm oil, we all know. And basically, I've grounded my hot chilies.
That's pepper.
Yeah, pepper. This is like super spicy, nuclear.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do some falafels.
Okay.
We're gonna do falafels with greens, African greens. They're called greens or kalaloo.
Okay.
So what I've done, and then the greens, this is greens. We call it greens.
Yeah,
so maybe they call it kalaloo also.
So we're mixing it together.
We're gonna mix this together. Basically, this is chickpeas flour.
Chickpeas flour.
So
and then this one is?
That one, we're going to do a pakora. Okay. This one is lentil and chickpeas flour.
Okay, so let's get started.
When you cook this eggplant leaf, what you have to do is you have to add some salt, chop it. This is what it looks like. Okay, can't miss that.
Okay.
So what you have to do is chop it really
you gotta chop it, you put the salt in,
you put the
and then
salt,
you rub it. Okay.
You rub it,
and then you're good to go.
You wash it through a couple of times, and then it shrinks like this.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna cook now.
Okay.
Okay.
So with the book that you launched, of course, on the show in season 2, how has that been so far?
It's been successful because after launching it in Sierra Leone, thanks to you as well, with you also doing the launching and putting me on your program. Was it season 2?
Season 2, actually,
Season 2. And more people bought the book, but it shot straight to #1 for bestsellers. Yes, it did, everybody.
Congratulations.
That's
Thanks, everyone, for supporting. Thank you so much.
Honestly, thank you, everybody, for supporting. I'm so grateful. It went straight to #1 in Amazon for newcomers book.
Wonderful. So with the success of that book, what has been the next step? What has been the new things happening?
Well, the new
what
things
do you want me to help me carry?
No, that's fine. Maybe you have to. Well, I don't want to spoil your beautiful nails. You can take this.
Okay.
Bring it. We might need some. Well, yeah. After the. Oh, by the way, this is just I sauteed onions, palm oil, and pepper. And I did a bit of. That's our funky African spice. This is fermented sesame seeds. Ogiri. This is I did palm oil.
Let them fry.
Yeah, fry the palm oil, onions.
And then you put in the.
No, and then I added a little bit of some ogiri.
Yes.
To fry it again, nice and how do you say, tight?
Yes.
So now I'm going to add the
grounded egusi.
Okay. Right. Remember
and that has to fry.
Yes, fry, and then I'm going to add some water to it for it to cook. So I'm just going to use my hands because you know with the ancestors.
And then I would help you
exactly.
This.
There you go.
So so the book has done very well, but what else? It's been a while.
I've been up to a lot of things. I'm writing my album, my music album. Yes.
Of course, everyone knows she's also a musician. I told you. Okay.
And I picked up the bass guitar.
Okay.
So I'm learning how to play the bass guitar now.
So what sort of sounds should we expect in your upcoming album?
It's a mixed bag. It's really a mixed bag.
Okay.
There's reggae.
Okay.
There is reggae. There is funk.
Okay.
There's a few. I don't call them awareness songs. I don't know,
conscious songs, revolutionary songs. Why revolutionary songs?
Because there's a lot going on. There's been a lot going on. Well, I can only speak for Sierra Leone for the moment, I mean,
because obviously that's where you come from. So
exactly, we're going through a lot of hard times at the moment. So, but this song was written COVID period. I do write songs, but then I started writing more because sometimes I wear so many hats, so it's very difficult to switch from one to the other.
So what were some of those experiences that sort of influenced the song that you wrote? Because you clearly wrote about Sierra Leone.
Yes, it's about a lot of things that have been happening politically and as well as social, our economy. And I go back home every year, as you know. I love my country. And a lot of things have been changing for the worse. So I thought to myself, just write something that can bring awareness to people.
But is this peculiar or unique to Sierra Leone? I mean, COVID happened and it impacted so many countries. There's a war that has sort of disrupted literally the global supply chain. For a country like Sierra Leone that is donor and import driven. Clearly things like this have massive negative impact on such countries.
Massive. But actually this song, the revolution song, actually it's called State of the Nation. It all started, first of all, Sierra Leone and what was happening. I don't want to go into details, but and then I just remembered, reading somewhere that time, they're saying that there are 32 wars going on in the world. Yes.
Are you for real? 32 wars.
Oh, yes,
and we are here talking about a potential World War III. Should a missile mistakenly drop on a NATO country. So it's crazy. 32 wars already. God cannot do with any more wars.
Thank you.
So back to Sierra Leone.
Back to Sierra Leone. So I wrote that song, just to say to the people,
this is what is happening.
This is what is happening. It shouldn't be happening. We should be more tolerant to a lot of things that we're not tolerant to. It's a simple, straightforward song, basically, but it hits home for everybody.
So that is out already. Any more songs
it's not
out? Or it's in the pipeline?
It's in the pipeline. It should be out at the end of October. So the next one is going to be Afro Drill. Yes, which was produced by my son, because we come from a musical family. So he produced and filmed that one. And so very, very exciting for me.
So we're expecting a new album, by God's grace, right around October, November sometime.
Yes.
So that is the part of the music. We're going to take a quick break. Of course, there's still more with this lady here. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. This is On the Spot. I remain Stella Mang-Kaprr, and she remains Renata I keep telling her name, Mang-Kaprr.
I know.
I love that name.
She loves the Mang-Kaprr.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. For those of you just tuning in, I'm in the kitchen of my guest, who is a fusion chef, musician, and an author. She is the author of the book, The Renata Afro Fusion Cuisine Cookbook. You gotta grab that book. We will provide all this. So what, this is
what I've been dying. I made this specially
for you. This is the bisap you spoke about.
This is the bisap I spoke about. And I told you vanilla and bisap and lemon juice from Senegal. So this is all Africa in one glass. Half of Africa in the glass. So
it tastes wonderful. It tastes so different.
This is especially for you. I
swear, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I need another cup.
I've got the whole pot made for you. Yes.
This is absolutely wonderful. And I presume this is also going to be in your cookbook.
Yes, it is.
That is coming up. You guys really do not want to miss it.
In my Afro Vegan, it's all plant-based as well. I've got some more goodies for you guys. So we did falafel with the lentil flour.
So how do we mix it? What do we do here?
You steam the greens. When you steam the greens, and then you mix it and you turn it into these balls, and then you deep fry them. So I've got the end result there.
Definitely.
I'll show you the end result later. And then the second one again, we're taking you. This is lentil and chickpeas flour, red lentils and chickpeas flour, which you add a bit of water, a bit of seasoning,
and fennel seeds.
And then you cut your aubergines this round. You dunk them in like that. And you deep fry them.
Fry it.
It's a
Okay.
pakora.
Wonderful.
So I'll show you all of that.
Wonderful.
I'll show you the
Come
end
on,
product.
listen. If
It's
they
gonna
want
be-
it, it's going to be in the cookbook. So definitely all the recipe will be out there for you people to buy.
Yes,
Buy.
exactly. The book, Afro Vegan, you're saving the planet as well.
I've tasted this and I can tell you for sure that it really tastes wonderful. All right, so we've talked about the book, we've talked about your music.
Right.
So how did you get into the business of cooking and how did you start off in music?
Music was always in the family, really. My brother is a great influence, actually, because my brother is a singer-songwriter, producer, and he does funk, blues, jazz, Afro.
Yeah.
You know, you get to meet him soon. I heard that you're going to do an interview.
Oh, definitely.
With him as well.
That's coming up next week for viewers. You definitely don't want to miss that interview. Yeah.
Music has always been around. My whole family, my sons, they all do music. I've got a son who is also a platinum award winner for music. Yeah, he studied sound engineering and he does trap, rap, and writes as well.
Clearly a family of the creators.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put it that way. Okay.
Starting with my brother, I remember when we were young, when he used to write. Before he started singing, I used to go visit him in Bath in England, in the UK. So we'll write, and I will I love to play the drummer. I want to be a drummer. So it's always been
where
there.
it started.
There's always been music at home. My mother used to bring back vinyls and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So when did you get to the point where you decided I'm going to use my voice and use my craft as a tool for change or social change or a tool to talk about what's going on around me?
Well, it started off with the reggae band. I've been in a reggae band now for 15 years. And it's all conscious. In fact, it's a cover band of Bob Marley. You know how Marley songs are. They're very conscious. So then, and then I get to play also featuring in other bands as well as an MC. So it just took off on its own, basically.
Wow.
And at the same time, like I said in your last show, sometimes I've got catering jobs where they hire me to do the catering and then they hire the band to play.
So you gotta jump from in between.
From the kitchen to the stage, you understand? So it's, they're both, sometimes it's a bit stressful, obviously.
Yeah.
If I know that they want my band to play, the band that I'm in, a collective to play, whilst I'm catering, depending on the amount of people, I will take the gig. If not, I'll either stay in the kitchen because kitchen is the first thing.
For you.
My first love is food, everybody. So,
Wonderful. So, clearly a lot has happened. You started, a lot. I'm going to sit down here.
A lot.
Clearly a lot has happened. You started, going fully with vegan based recipes.
Right.
And all of them are formulated by you.
By me. Stella, you know me.
Yeah.
I like to challenge myself.
Yeah.
I don't like it easy at all.
And then there's an album coming up, hopefully October, November-ish.
We will see about that. I don't. But in any case, for you guys who are watching, I'll be dropping singles after singles.
Okay.
So you would hear from me. So
what would you say is your favorite single from the upcoming album? I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult to ask. Yeah, I know it's a difficult question, but which would you say are probably very dear to you?
I think for me it's the song I wrote about Sierra Leone, actually.
Right.
It's called State of the Nation. I mean, it's for Sierra Leone. It's sung in Creole and the hook line is in English. But then any other African Anglophone speaking countries would understand what I say. Because it's not only Sierra Leone, these kind of things are happening. By the way, I don't want to just say Sierra Leone are the bad people. You understand?
But it's a story that is so common in literally almost every African country.
Right.
It's not just basically about Sierra Leone.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna come back. I'm gonna come taste the food. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give my verdict.
Okay.
But trust me, I've eaten her food before and it's amazing. I've eaten it before. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about your book and how people can get it, when we should expect the book to be out. This is On the Spot, and I am in her kitchen. And we'll be right back. In my final words, I want to say a big thanks to my guest, Renata Mang-Kaprr of the Afro Fusion cuisine. It's just been an amazing experience so far. Having her let me crash into her kitchen and together whip up such amazing food. Vegan is the way. We have to eat healthy, with the way that we see a global rise in non-communicable diseases, and many of them being attributed to our lifestyle and what we eat. I can't overemphasize the need to stay healthy and be conscious of what we eat and how we live. I'm also very, just super proud of Renata, the amazing stuff she's doing, the song she's, pulling out there, and just basically, just using her voice, to share her experience and uplift people, and also the experiences of what's going on, not just necessarily in Sierra Leone, but in Africa as a whole. We do wish her all the best. Definitely, she is based here in Brussels. So if you have a wedding, you have an event, you just want, some really good, amazing food, she is the person, your go-to person, and you will definitely thank me later. It's been an amazing conversation. More still to come. You definitely do not want to miss it, because next week coming up would be an amazing, internationally acclaimed artist. Woo! You do not want to miss it. Coming up on the show. This is On the Spot. I want to say a big thanks to our sponsor, who have been super amazing and have helped us bring this conversation to you. And also to you watching out there, we say thank you. Continue to stay on the spot, because you know what? If you can think it and you're ready to work for it, you definitely can achieve it. So keep watching, keep talking, keep it on the spot. Until we be back next week, stay fabulous.